Hey, it's BT with the BT Assen Gp review. Let's get right to it. Hey, sorry for the conditions. It's going to be a quick one because I'm working. I'm on a cruise ship. As you can see, the conditions are how they are. For me to watch even MotoGP on these ships during the MotoGP weekend, trust me, it crushes my soul that I can't be at home. But hey, got to make that money, baby. Got to make that money. So trust me when I say this. I do this for you people, for the two people who are freaks like me, who just want just to listen to somebody talk about MotoGP, because nobody gets it but me. So anyway, let's get to it. Moto 3. Listen, Moto 3, right of the race. You know what? I'm going to give right of the race to Scott Ogden in Moto 3 because Scott Ogden started 15th. He finished 7th. Now, I know Scott. I've talked to Scott. I've gotten on Scott's nerves. But goddamn, I love that kid. He's right of the race. And the heartbreak goes to Maximo Quiles. Maximo is going to be in the hunt for the championship. Watch what I tell you. He's going to claw and claw and claw. And he might bring it down to Valencia. But Jose Antonio Rueda, man, that dude, he might wrap it up by then, but I hope Maximo brings it close, but I think it's going to happen. Anyway, ride of the race, Scott Ogden, heartbreak, Maximo. Moto 2, I know you guys don't watch Moto 2. I know you guys like, hey, Moto 2. Let me tell you something. The battle, the rivalry that is existing between Aaron, the Bulldog Canet, you know, old thick neck, look like he can go 12 rounds with the champ, Aaron Canet, and Diego Marrero this is the rivalry that we've always wanted, and we want that in MotoGP, but we got that in Moto 2 because when Aaron Canet won and when he was in Mugello, and he said, and I quote, "If he wants a war, I'll give him a war." He said, "If he wants a war, I'll give him war." And Diego Marrero from Brazil, South America, hey, they're fucking batshit crazy, and I mean that in a good way. And that's so bad. I mean that in a good way. But I do. I mean, it's South Americans, and he's from, and if you notice, Diego Marrero never really smiles. He has a pleasant look on himself, on his face, like, hey, I won. But it's not a smile. So Marrero don't take no shot for nobody, and Aaron Canet damn sure don't take no shot for nobody. But when he said, and I quote, "If he wants a war, I'll give him a war." And then he said in the press conference, I didn't see it because it's Moto 2, I know. But he said he should realize that I'm the daddy. Aaron Canet said that to Diego Marrero. He should realize I'm the daddy. Oh my God. If that doesn't make you just go, ooh, to watch this shit. Now, in between all this, Manuel Gonzalez, who looks like a politician, but he actually gets shit done. True. I mean, you ever watch him when he gets interviewed and he didn't win? He holds his drink here, he go, well, you know, I did the best I could. I got caught in traffic, but, you know, I still have to lead in the championship. I'm telling you, watch Moto 2, Diego Marrero, Aaron Canet, and Manuel Gonzalez. This is what we've always wanted in GP, but man, but Marrero and Canet did a great job of keeping them off. But people don't realize that. I mean, if you watch the race, Aaron Canet's windshield broke. His fairing windshield, actually, the fairing windshield broke for no reason. It just broke. So you know, it messes with your aerodynamics and your balance because you're going so fast. So anyway, not taking anything from Marrero. I love Diego Marrero. I do. I love them all. And you got to get Denny Hachu. God bless you. He's gonna be in the mix too, also. But he's just an aggressive rider who's great. He don't really talk a lot of shit because he's part Nordic. He's part Norwegian, I think it is. So they don't talk a lot of shit. They just get shit done. They do. They don't talk a lot of shit. That's why they all go back to Norway. Why am I getting to a history lesson? Anyway, that's why they go back to Norway, because they know they have it good there. They don't talk shit. They just get shit done and go back. But he's Turkish also, so, you know, Turks. Anyway, speaking of which, and by the way, ride of the race in Moto 2 goes to Diego Marrero. He finally got it done. And heartbreak goes to Ivan Ortola. He had pole position. He's coming, but man, to crash out, and then he was falling. He was dropping like a stone. Anyway, so he'll be there, but he'll be back hopefully. But he's my heartbreak. So anyway, and by the way, the rumor around the campfire is that Aaron Canet is going to get a top rack seat in BMW for next year in World Superbike, which it's bittersweet because, listen, I love Canet. I do. That guy, he gets a bad rep. But then again, I don't know him behind closed doors. He might be just that dude behind closed doors. But he's always been very nice and pleasant and polite to me when he doesn't have to be. But so he gets a ride in World Superbike. I hope he does. He deserves it. I just hate that he misses out on MotoGP. Granted, it's not for everybody, and honestly, I really couldn't see him in GP, but I think he deserved a shot at least. But I hope he does. So I hope he gets the BMW ride in World Superbike. That's the rumor. Anyway, MotoGP. Listen, I can't see too much more than this. I think Jorge Lorenzo, he said it best when he goes, Mark has always pushed himself 110%, whatever, because his bike wasn't that good enough. So he had to take those risks. That's why he crashed. But now that he's on a great bike, Mark only rides at like about 90, 85, 90%. And Mark's words, and I quote Mark's words, he goes, you know what? He goes, I went on for the sprint race, which I don't talk enough about, and I apologize. But for the sprint race, he woke up on Saturday. He goes, it was a lazy Saturday. He goes, I didn't really feel it. I wasn't feeling it. And which is right, because think about it. After Mugello was such an adrenaline drop, you know? He had to wait for the music to drop on the EDM record. Well, that's what Mugello was. Mugello was so high. Think about that. He broke the record, you know, and he in Rossi's backyard. Rossi was there, all the Italian fans, and he went. So after that big high of beating Pecco in Mugello with all the fanfare, because the Italians are crazy also, good crazy, Erapazzi, right? But after that, there's got to be an adrenaline drop, like, and thing about Assen is, I always say, if you're gonna go to a MotoGP race in Europe, go to Mugello. Mugello's crazy, but if you can't go to Mugello, go to Assen. Those people, it's like a calmer, more stable Mugello. I mean, the track is not as beautiful, at least in my opinion. It's not as beautiful, but the people are there. They love it. And when the bikes pass on the front straightaway, right, they're quiet. Those people, it's amazing. You'll have 80, 90,000 people, and you can hear a pin drop. And they wait till the bikes pass, and they're just the most well-versed fans. And you can land in Amsterdam. Now, I ain't got to tell you about Amsterdam. But after that, that's a great GP to go to. So if you get a chance, if you don't go to Mugello, and if you don't go to Phillip Island, Assen is a great track to go to. The people are great. I stayed in Groningen. It's a great time. So, yeah, and they speak English pretty well. So, if you get a chance, yeah, Assen's great. But also, like I said about Marc Marquez, he woke up, wasn't feeling his best, in his words, and he still got the damn thing done. He crashed twice. Because I just don't think he was focused. Remember, he wasn't at the presser, the pre-race presser. He wasn't there. It's like, where's Mark? And then, even, I don't know why, but I felt it. Like me and Mark have a synergy. Like, I feel Marquez. I don't know. That's kind of weird. But anyway, I just felt like he wasn't really into it, which is weird to say, but, you know, he had those two crashes, those weird crashes, the one where he kept readjusting his neck. Like, I felt like he did that on purpose, just because remember, he would squat down and, like, you know, kids play with their little pee-pee, you know, just because they're kids. That's kind of like how Marquez was, but I guess one of the stones hit him in the stones. But what he did, for him not being into that weekend and how he played it, was so beautiful. He knows how to manage a race now, like Lorenzo said. He has the best bike, so he had to push himself. And when he did, when Bezzecchi got close and when his brother got close, he knew how to turn up. He had to turn the wick up just enough to keep ahead. And in the right-hand corners where they were good and he wasn't, he still was able to hold them off. I don't think you guys realize how incredible that is. So what we're watching now, like I said, say hello to the gooba, to the bad guy, because you don't know when this bad guy's going to come around again. I mean, look. I don't know how long Marquez is going to stay at this level, because they're all coming for him. Like I said, top rack next year. When that Yami is ready to Yami, Quartararo probably rides the hardest of anybody. He rides as hard as you think a MotoGP is hard to ride. Marquez makes it look easy. Fabio just throws that thing around, and the way he rides, oh my God, it's incredible. But let me tell you something. When Yamaha gets it, okay, Fabio and Top Rack, and then if Pedro Costa goes on a Ducati, they're all coming for Mark. And so I don't know for how long Mark can hold him off. Hopefully he wins this year, barring injury. Hopefully he can win this year and then go for his 10th next year. But they're all coming. And when Jorge Martin pulls his head out of his ass, and he gets a bike that he wants, oh, it's going to be so great. But let me tell you something, man. And let's get right to it anyway with Jorge Martin. Listen. I don't know him personally. I respect him. He's fast, but man, and you guys tell me what you think, but I'm so sick of his shit. Bezzecchi, he didn't get the fanfare. right? You know what he did? He put his head down and he works. He works hard for it. And for him to get a weekend that he had this week and last week, good for him. He deserved that shit. Instead of bitching, he puts his head down and he goes to work. I don't know what goes on with Martine. I don't know. Maybe there's some shit. There's always some shit we don't know about. Who knows? It's an Italian team. Maybe they're talking shit about him. Maybe they want him to get him like a tramp stamp, a Priya on his butt, on his body, right above his butt. He's like, man, that's kind of gay. He goes, hey, man, do it for a Priya. He goes, I want another team. Maybe they're doing that to him. I don't know. But from the optics looking in, just do the damn thing, Jorge. I mean, just come back healthy, learn the bike, and hey, if you don't like it, just ride around. Get a top 10. If you don't feel right, just ride around. It's easy for us to say, 'cause we're not racing with them. So it's easy for us to say. Anybody in my comments, listen, no offense, but none of y'all are riding at a high level. You might be great track day riders, and I hope you are. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a track day rider, and I suck. I haven't even got my knee down yet. It's horrible. I'm horrific on the track day. I love it. I love bikes, but I'm horrific. So I don't know what goes on. But I will say this, Martine, just get your goddamn head down and do the damn thing. If you don't like it, play out the year. It's like being in a bad relationship. Just play nice. Wait till the divorce papers are final, and you sign it, and you get the hell on. Okay? If not, you're going to put sugar in your gas tanks, you're going to scarf your car, you're going to, go over your text messages or whatever. Just do the damn thing, man. This is bad for GP. Anyway, that's what I feel about it. I think the rider of the race to me in MotoGP. The rider of the race, man, it'd be remiss to say it's Marquez, but what he did, how he held people off being injured, I kind of want to give it to Bezzecchi, because Bezzecchi has gotten 2 podiums in a row. Yeah, 2 podiums 2 weekends in a row. So, rider of the race, I got to give it to Marquez. He swept it. Heartbreak goes to Alex Marquez. The surgery was successful. God bless him. I'm glad he's good. But man, at this moment right now, just watch Marquez, what he's doing. He wasn't into that weekend, and he still won like he won. Damn. They keep saying Pecco's coming, and I hope Pecco does a good job. But man, Marquez. And Pedro Acosta, I don't know what got into it. I mean, good for Acosta, but it's kind of like he was kind of being a bully to Alex Marquez. If you watch the whole race, he was kind of bullying him, and he kind of won the bully contest. I mean, I think Pedro's kind of pissy, and he's had it, and he's done. So, I don't know. I kind of want to see him get a podium, but he didn't. But anyway, I don't know what got into Pedro. Had a little Franco Morbidelli in him. He was kind of booting people off, doing that little booty bump. And in true Frankie Morbidelli form, who'd he boot off the track in the sprint? I can't remember, but it's like, there goes Frankie. Here comes Frankie, who's the Italian rider, who looks like he's black, but he runs people in the gravel. It's Frankie Morbidelli. Anyway, I love Frankie. Good luck, man, Frank. I love Frank, man. When I see him, I hope he don't see this. I really do. But anyway, sorry this is all over the place. Like I said, I'm at work right now, so I had to get this done because you guys are the only ones I can talk to about GP. But Sachsenring, it's going to be Mark on paper, but you never know. Pecco might come back. We'll see, man. Anyway, that's the deal. Tell me what you guys, what point did I miss? Because you guys told me last week what the points I made. I go, good job. Like I said, I think Marquez is at a great place because he doesn't have to push it. He's not crashing as much at all, really. So except for this past weekend, like he wasn't into it and he still won. So I got Marquez. Talk about Pedro Acosta. Alex Marquez is tough for Alex. Broken hand. He'll probably miss Germany. So tell me what I'm missing. Tell me what I'm missing. I thought I hit the important parts. Like, we have to take a shower. When I shower with my aunts, my mom said, hit the important parts and leave. So I got in the shower and hit the important parts, and I left. So what parts am I missing that you guys are craving for me to talk about? Is it the sprints? Is it Pedro Acosta? Is it Jorge Martin? I mean, what do you think about Jorge Martin's attitude? I mean, like I said, this is coming from me. You guys may have a total different perspective, and I love hearing from you guys. So thank you so much for watching. And until then, you know the word. Peace.